When you graduate from college, the big question is what to do next. Well, a UConn grad and Bristol native decided to try to change the face of online dating. He developed an iPhone app called Picme. His name is Niko Diakogiannis. He joins us now live from Stores. Niko, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing quite well and curious to know more because I know nothing about apps, never mind dating apps. But it's a very sort of hot industry, but I feel like it's a crowded marketplace these days. So what made you decide to try to tackle the idea of a dating app?
Well, honestly, I had been on these apps before, and my biggest issue was a lot of them were kind of like outdated. They were like dating websites, just in app form, and I'm sorry, I can hear somebody else in the background.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We must be having some technical issues. We can hear you, though, so if you can do your best to just ignore that voice, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so these, I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with this.
Oh, no, we were just talking about the idea behind it. But how about this? Why don't you tell us what makes Picme different than, say, a Tinder or some of the other dating apps that are out there? What makes it unique?
So with Picme, I wanted to make it as close to like an in-person dating experience, but without the pressure of a first date. So you can send pictures back and forth, almost like a Snapchat, mixed in with a Tinder.
Okay. I'm looking at some of the App Store previews. Also, sort of matching, there's a time limit. It says you have 24 hours to message a new match. What's the idea behind that?
Yeah, so I wanted to encourage people to actually start messaging people and talking to people instead of just stagnating and not sending anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. How about the meme portion of it?
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to model it off of Snapchat, so it's more lighthearted and easy to talk to people. So that's what the meme's about. So you take a picture of something that you're doing in your everyday life, and you send it to somebody, and you tell them a little bit more about your personality that way.
That works. How long did it take to develop Picme?
It took about like 8 months.
Okay.
Full time.
And I assume you had some sort of coding or development experience before this.
Yeah, so I went to UConn and I have my computer science degree. It didn't teach me everything with the app because there's like graphical parts that you have to learn on your own. But yeah, the coding portion I learned a lot through college.
Well, it looks good. I like the look, sort of the purple background with the white heart. So it looks nice. It looks polished. Now the idea is, how do you get it off the ground? Is this one of those apps that needs sort of a built-in user base? I mean, is it, if you're one of the first, say, 10, 20 people to log on, there's not necessarily a lot to choose from. So how do you get the ball rolling with an app like this?
Yeah, exactly. So we've been doing some advertising through Facebook and through Reddit. And we have around like 1,200 users so far. Mm-hmm. The point is to expand it past the Northeast because we're mostly in the Northeast right now. But for now, we have a solid base, and we want to build on that.
Yeah, that 1,200 is not bad. When did it first go live? I mean, how long did it take you to get up to 1,200 users?
It went live, I want to say 7 months ago.
7 months to get to 1,200. Yeah, 1,200 seems like a pretty good base. Now, this is just iPhone for now?
For now, it's just iPhone, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because to port it out to Android, you have to learn a whole new language. Yeah. So it's not as easy as it seems.
And actually, because I have both an Android and an iPhone, I looked on Android. There's already a different app called Picme, but it's a photo editing app. I'm like, oh, this isn't it. But hey, maybe you could port it over under a different name if that works. But best of luck, Niko. We certainly love the entrepreneurial spirit, and maybe you can you could be the driving force behind some marriages someday. Who knows?